Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Absolutely. Always ready to explore.
Awesome. So today we're diving into the power of second chances.
Oh, interesting topic.
Yeah, right. We've got this excerpt from The Power of Second Chances, From Failure to Triumph.
Okay.
And it tells the story of Marcus, a young athlete who faced a major setback but made an incredible comeback.
I see a comeback story. Those are always inspiring.
Yeah, for sure. And what's crazy is the contrast in his journey.
Uh,
He starts with so much promise, but then sees it all slip away.
I can only imagine the higher you climb, the harder the fall, right?
Exactly. But then he finds the strength to rebuild his life.
That takes some serious grit. I'm already intrigued. So where do we start?
Well, the excerpt dives into Marcus's early life, his passion for basketball. Coaches were just blown away by his skills.
What was it about his game that made him stand out? Like raw talent, dedication, or something else?
Well, the text really emphasizes his dedication, like crazy dedication to the sport.
So it wasn't just natural talent.
Right. He wasn't just gifted, he was incredibly driven. Spent hours honing his craft.
A true grinder. I bet coaches love that.
Oh, absolutely. They saw that rare combo of natural ability and unwavering commitment.
That's the dream for any coach, a player with both talent and drive. No wonder he was attracting attention from top colleges and scouts.
Exactly. But, and this is where it gets interesting, there was more to Marcus than just athletic achievements.
No, what do you mean?
The excerpt mentions some personal struggles he was dealing with, family issues, insecurities, the whole pressure to succeed thing.
Oh, wow. I can see how that would be a lot for a young person to handle, especially with the added weight of athletic expectations.
Totally. And it's easy to forget that even the most talented people are still human, right?
Absolutely. We put these athletes on pedestals, but they face real challenges just like everyone else.
For sure. And in Marcus's case, it sounds like the pressure was immense. Like he felt he had to be perfect on and off the court.
Oof, that's a recipe for burnout. When you set those impossible standards for yourself, any setback can feel like a complete failure.
Exactly. And unfortunately for Marcus, that setback came in his senior year of high school. He makes a series of bad decisions.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, the excerpt doesn't go into super specific detail, but it leads to his expulsion. Scholarships disappear, his dreams are shattered.
That's heartbreaking. It sounds like his personal struggles might have played a part in this.
It seems that way. The excerpt talks about his family going through a rough time and him struggling to cope.
Makes sense. It's hard to make good decisions when you're hurting and feeling lost.
He starts hanging out with the wrong crowd, making impulsive choices, and ultimately faces serious consequences.
It's a classic story, unfortunately. A reminder that even those with so much potential can stumble when life throws curveballs.
It is. But here's the turning point. The moment he decides to fight for a second chance.
Okay, what was it about this moment that made him shift gears?
Well, the text describes it as a wake-up call.
Mhm.
Like hitting rock bottom forced him to confront his actions.
It's like that saying, sometimes you have to fall apart to rebuild yourself stronger.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he realizes he has two choices. Wallow in self-pity or use this as fuel for growth.
And he chose growth.
So he did. And that's when his journey back begins.
I'm guessing it wasn't easy.
Not at all. He enrolls in community college and starts rebuilding his life, bit by bit. What were some of the milestones in his comeback?
Well, finding a mentor was huge. There was this former coach who never gave up on him, even when others did.
That's so important. Having someone who believes in you can make all the difference.
Absolutely. This mentor provided guidance, support, and kept him accountable. And then there was this other turning point where Marcus decides to open up about his struggles.
That must have been tough.
It was, but incredibly powerful. He talked to his mentor, even spoke publicly about his experiences.
Wow, that's brave. Sharing those vulnerabilities can be scary.
For sure, but it also helped him connect with others who had been through similar stuff. He built this amazing support system.
It's interesting, right? Owning his mistakes and sharing his story actually gave him strength.
Right. We often try to hide our struggles, but Marcus embraced them, turned them into something positive.
Absolutely. And this is a big takeaway for everyone listening. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It can be incredibly empowering.
100%. Sharing our stories can help us heal and inspire others to do the same.
And eventually, all that hard work, all that honesty pays off. Marcus earns a spot on a university basketball team, gets a scholarship, becomes a symbol of redemption.
Talk about a comeback story. It's like something out of a movie.
Right. But his story goes beyond just basketball. It's about resilience, the ability to bounce back stronger.
It highlights the importance of support systems, taking responsibility, and facing your vulnerability head on.
Yeah, it's a powerful message. It reminds us that we all have the potential to overcome challenges.
And create a brighter future, absolutely. So, what does Marcus do next? I'm on the edge of my seat.
Well, he uses his platform to inspire others, becomes a motivational speaker, encourages others to never give up.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Talk about turning things around.
He went from almost losing everything to using his experience to uplift others. Full circle moment.
Oh.
So I want to ask our listeners, think about a time you faced a setback. How did you handle it?
Did you allow yourself a second chance? Did you fight for it? What can we learn from Marcus's journey?
Such good questions.
Yeah.
So where is Marcus now?
The excerpt ends with him as a successful athlete, an entrepreneur, and a motivational speaker.
Wow. Living proof that choosing to fight for a second chance can have a ripple effect.
It impacts not just your life, but the lives of those around you, too.
This story is truly inspiring. Reminds us that we all make mistakes.
And that it's not the mistake itself that defines us, but what we do next.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. How do you define failure? Could it be a stepping stone to something greater? The power of second chances is within reach for all of us.
Don't be afraid to reach out and grab it.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Until next time.
See ya.